Hey guys, Dan Howman back with another Watch Arounds video. Today we are going to be going through the patch notes. We have a huge set of patch notes that's dropped, so I have it updated on the site. I have basically the summary here, and then you can click this link to go to my document that goes through all of the patch notes. Before that, if you're enjoying the content, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you want to purchase any packs, use the link in the description. Let's go with the patch notes. All right, so they are coming 11/11. Okay, so that's about a week from today. So I actually missed this. So they have some notes in here that I kind of forgot to talk about, so let's talk about it. Massive content, chapter 10, reduced number of summons. Yeah, I already went through all this in a minute here, but I didn't realize this down here. We'll launch a series of Thanksgiving events on 11/22 offering rare summoning crystals times 15 and activity skin choice chest for free to everyone who participates. Commanders, thank you for being with us every step of the way. I missed that little thing about a free skin and a free 15 summon crystals, so that's nice. All right, enjoy the video. Huge changes to pity. This is amazing. This is probably one of the best patches I've seen in a really long time. They're changing the pity on all the patches. This has been great. I was literally just, while I was summoning my last video, I got a lot of thumbs down because I was kind of just complaining about, you know, you get in there, you summon, you do 200 summons, and you'll get a hero that you already have A5 and you have to sell them, and it's like, oh god. Same thing with divines. So I'm actually past 20 pity, I think, on my divines on my free-to-play account. I've yet to get a legendary hero. The pity was 65 before, I think. If I'm, is it 46 or 65? I don't know, something like that. 64, 46. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm dyslexic. But anyways, the pity has changed greatly for divines, going down to 20%, or sorry, 20 summons, guaranteed within 20. That's amazing. Ancient is going from 200 down to 185. I don't even think it was 200. I thought it was 220 before, and I thought this one was 220. So they say guaranteed within 200. Wait. Oh, I see. I see. It starts in, it used to be started at 200, guaranteed by 220. Now it's starts at 180 and is guaranteed by 200. I see. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Ancient, same thing. Limited, changed from 250 to 200. Amazing. You know, people have to go to pity, at least I have to go to pity every time when I summon. So I never get a Lego before, very, very rarely. So I've always had to go to pity. So this is a huge change for me. This will totally change summoning for me. You know, some people are lucky and they get a bunch of Legos before pity. I'm not one of those people. Heroes. So we have some hero changes, Kai and Valk. So I've already gone through these changes for the Forerunner server. Now they're coming to global server. This is the global server patch notes. So pretty cool. Before it was basic deals 100 and inflicts 15% vulnerability. Now they just deal 100%, but the talent inflicts vulnerability standard. So that means the first hit, it's going to happen, and she doesn't need to hit to place the vulnerability. Now if they're just in range, it places it. So that's pretty cool. And then the Awaken 5 is changed to basically gives damage, and then now they're changing it so she gets the damage and the person who's revived gets the damage. So this is a pretty decent buff for Valkyra. That's pretty sweet. Kai, I have A5 and I've never used him. So maybe we'll use him now. He's going to get some changes here. So it says, placing Worm Snare no longer interferes with the hero's basic attack action. The placement range of the snare is changed to adjacent tiles. So when they place a snare, that means you can't place a ground unit there, so it kind of sucks. I wish they would just allow you to place a ground unit on top of one of those snares and it would still trigger. I wish you could do that, but anyways, it's the same thing with Kook. But now it's forced to adjacent tiles instead of anywhere in range, and it doesn't, apparently when he placed it before, he'd stop auto attacking, I think, so now it's not going to do that anymore. Increases the initial rage from 400 to 550, so he's going to use his ultimate faster. And it's going to hit 5 enemies instead of, wait, AoE damage to up to 5 enemies. The explosion deals damage to 8 enemies and splits it into 3 times. After a short delay, the small bombs detonate. Okay, so that was the old one. Now it's going to hit 10 enemies instead of 5. Okay, that's pretty cool. And releases 3, and those hit 5 nearby enemies. Oh, okay, it's 10 instead of 8, and then the extra ones are still 5. Okay, cool. Skill revamped. Each enemy hit by the cluster projectile Restores rage for the hero. When hitting airborne units, rage restored is doubled. After the cluster projectile hits, increases all allied marksman's heroes' damage against airborne targets by 20% for 15 seconds. That's really good. So I think he's going to be a lot more useful. He's even going to buff other marksmen now, so that's pretty cool. Big fan of that. Okay, Allied 1 revamped reduces the interval of placing worm snare by 5 seconds, and the snare will inflict a defense reduction. Revamped cost -3. That's going to be nice. Cost -3. I think this is already... this is the Forerunner server. I think these patch notes are already on the Forerunner. So if I go here, I should see Kai, and I'm pretty sure... Okay, so his cost is 22, and now his awaken is... Yeah. That's kind of a big deal. 22 cost... I know I always talk about cost, and I don't know if people share my opinion about cost, but I feel like high-cost units... I really just don't want to use high-cost units, especially for piercers when you got these piercers that cost 11 and 12 cost, and then now he's going to be 19 cost for an AoE. That's pretty big because a lot of the AoE piercers are really expensive. They're all like about 22 to drop. Some of them are even 24. So that's going to be nice. Each cluster projectile releases up to 3 extra bombs. Okay, that's nice. When eradication protocol is triggered, increases the affected allies' damage against airborne by an extra 10%. Wow, for Awaken 5. I have an Awaken 5 on the main global server, so that's pretty cool. Guild War. New seasonal demon soldier added. Infernal Cleric. Sounds like a healer. The previous season demon soldier, Garnet Guard, is now obtainable for Gear Raid 1. Okay. Maps updated again, so you'll have to redo your defenses and all your autos again. The battle time adjustment, I think, is a huge change because right now, if people use a lot of CC, your demons can't even get to the end before it ends, and sometimes you can't even cast all of your demons before it ends. So I think this is a huge change. I think that's very good. Adjusted to the update method for Guild War. Changed from reading current gear at matchmaking to allowing commanders to manually update it. So now we have the manual update, which is nice. You can make sure that your gear is correct, even if that's the gear that's not on your hero. The gear info at the time will be immediately recorded. Afterward, you can view and update. So that's nice. So I think this means you can update your gear, and then your heroes don't have to have that gear on them, I think. After manually updating, changing or unequipping gear will not affect the gear. Yeah, okay. I answered my question in the very next line. Okay. Optimize the Guild War points deduction experience. When there's a large point difference between the winning and losing sides, the losing guild will have a smaller Guild War points deduction. Okay. Increases rewards for attacking the central keep. Okay. Adjusted the replay loading interface. Okay. Added email notifications when a member's garrison position is adjusted. Okay, email. Do you mean mail? Friendly face-off now includes Guild War Gladiator Gauntlet. Okay. Added a new option. Enable guild member face-off. So now you don't have to. Option no longer includes guild members. So now you don't have to be friends with them. They can just be in your guild and you can face them. Okay. First launch date 11/17. So that's like, I don't know, 2 weeks from today. Today's my birthday, by the way, November 5th. It's also election day, so interesting. Eligibility to participate, server 5 and server 6. I think there's a server 7 that's a new global in the non-Asia region, but I think, so anyways. Feature introduction. Gladiator Gauntlet is the top 64 guild thing, so they're adding that. Most people will not get to participate that. Wait. I thought it was top 25. 256? Was that a typo every time? Didn't it say... Oh yeah, it says top 64 here, but 256. That's totally different, isn't it? Oh yeah, for Forerunner, it was what? What was it for Forerunner? Was it top 25? Or 64 or something like that? They just added this in Forerunner. Oh, top 32. Okay. So I guess I just don't know how many guilds are on Forerunner. I guess I could check that. Can I check that? So let's see my guild. I'm on Forerunner right now. Guild rankings. I'm 146, so I don't even know how many there are. You can't even see how many there are. So I don't know. Let's guess there's 300. So what? The top 5%. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people who get to participate in it. So most this will not matter for. Okay, so that's pretty much that. So a bunch of stuff for the Gladiator Gauntlet, for Whale Wars. Yeah, okay. Increases the drop quantity of smoldering scale and sanguine fabric. That's good. Please save your crafting materials for when this patch drops and then the exclusive gear drops, okay? Please save it. So now we're getting the new tier 3 gear set, so I will update my gear filters, and now they'll work for everyone regardless of Forerunner or Global, because now everyone will have the same sets after this goes into effect, so that's nice. They had a problem with the gear filters because you would make them based on all the sets on the test server or Forerunner, and then you'd import them into Global and they would not work. They would just totally mess up the import. So now that should work properly. We have 3 new sets, some nice sets: Astral Guardian, some big HP and defense, Cataclysm. This one is kind of weird because you only get the damage bonus for 5 seconds. Yeah. Stacking up to 5 times, I guess. I don't know. That one's interesting. And then you got the healing one, which also is like a new invigoration set that's better than invigoration. So that's pretty cool. New exclusive gear. So I've been saving my materials. Save your crafting materials, and you'll be able to use them to get the new exclusive gear. That's pretty cool. Also has ancient and variant versions. So definitely wait to craft until after this patch goes live. When selling Ancient and Mythic and Variant Mythic, you will randomly receive some of the following. These are the rewards. And it also says compensation. You will get it via the mail based on what you've already sold. It's pretty cool that they can track that. I didn't know they could, but that's sweet. Added thumbs up label to the hero gear interface. The labels are displayed by default and can be toggled off. They didn't add... And they need to add, so when it's already in your inventory, if you can just select non-recommended gear, because you have all these filters, but you can't filter the stuff that's already in your inventory. You can only filter it from the drop menu. So I hope they fix that. That needs to be added. That's not added, it looks like. Added a reward enhancement feature for quests. Basically, if you do more of them, you get better rewards, I think. Like if you do them like every day. Successfully enhanced gear 3 times is now obtain gear 3 times. Clear faction trial in any difficulty 1 time. Okay. Change the reward for the Odyssey quest. Achieve an S or above rating for 3 different bosses in Immortal Codex to an unpolished. After the update, commanders who have already completed it will get another unpolished. So that's sweet. And we have Dungeon Master. Clear all dungeon stages to claim another unpolished. So we're going to get 2 unpolished for free. I actually got one that dropped like 2 days ago. That's pretty sweet. Adding a new achievement and medals related to the Immortal Codex and Tide. I wish they would give us a way to reset if we have unpolished in a if we have regular soul stones in a non-lord, Jesus Christ. Because you should be able to get those back and then swap them out for unpolished. You know, like my Ardea, I used a full soul stone on. A legendary Lord Soulstone, and I have an unpolished now, so I'd like to get rid of I'd like to take mine back and use the other one. So I hope they give us a way to do that. Maybe just like it'd be nice if they could just give us an option to like press a button and get all of our Soulstones back or something now that they've added new ones. I think that'd be nice. We'll see. 120-day login. Optimized counts from the first Windows login. Any login on a Windows device counts as your daily update. Okay, I don't know why that's different than it was before. Reduce the difficulty of some Odyssey quests. Okay, we'll see how that is. Skin shop, Hatsoot, Hollow, and Olog. Okay, added chapter 10. This was added in Forerunner. Now it's added here. After clearing stages 18. The Dwarven Association will offer items from the following list. After clearing stage 18. Isn't this already here? I don't know what this means. Okay, so now you get huge stamina potion, shard legendary summoning crystal. That was not in there before. Shard ancient. That was not in there before. Okay, so now they're adding different shards to the dwarf. Okay, So that's the regular gold vendor. Did they do that already on Forerunner? I haven't noticed that. I don't know that they did that on Forerunner yet. I've never seen ancient shards in here. This is Forerunner right here. And we just had the patch. I have not seen them in here, so I don't think that's in here yet. I really don't think that's in here yet. That's interesting. Ancient shards in here is really nice. I have not seen those. I don't think that's live on Forerunner. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's live here. Or I would have seen one already. Okay, interesting. So after clearing stage 18, all the gear now will be mythic gear. I like this a lot. I saw someone complaining about it saying, oh, there's certain sets you won't be able to get, but you can go farm those sets in GR1. So I don't know why you would like in GR3, like the cost set and stuff like that. I don't know why people would be mad about that. Now you get to just buy mythic gear. You know, if you're really end game, you have so much gold that it's nice to just gamble and buy a piece and see if it's a good piece. It usually isn't, but you know, it is what it is. Daily sign-in rewards, 3-star adjusted to 4-star and mythic extract. Okay. Improve the visual presentation of the team interface. I think that's this. When you go into, they did this on Forerunner already. And if you saw my last ancient video, they also, they changed the summon animation, but look at how the background's totally different now on Forerunner. They add like the sky galaxy universe thing, and like the colors are different. So they changed that. I think that's what that means. Visual presentation to team interface. Increases the chance for exclusive artifacts in both Titan and Wisdom from 2 to 4%. This is awesome. Someone in my last video, I commented and I said, so that means a 10 pull goes from a 20% chance to get one to a 40%. And they're like, that's not how stats work, but that is how that works. Roughly, it's a nice increase. You basically double the chance to get it. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Yeah. If you want to purchase any packs, use the link in the description. This is a great patch. I think this is one of the best patches we've ever had. So that's it. Have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the website. All the patch notes are up here if you want. Otherwise, they're in Discord. If you're already in Discord, you already know. But that's it. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.